Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day or night, whichever you're experiencing at the moment. My floating voice is back to provide a voiceover while we peruse some time lapse and finished pieces from the most recent drawing challenge I'm participating in, Mermaid. Originally, I had a different topic for my voiceover planned, but I kind of had an aha moment recently and felt like talking about it. I've been struggling this year with doing the things I really enjoy outside of playing video games, but I can't record them at the moment because I can't use my office. It's a whole ordeal. Anyways, I sit down to draw or write things down to flesh out a story or do anything like that, and my brain turns into a beehive. There's tons of noise, and I can't focus on any one thing. You can see me dealing with this in real time with the first mermaid I drew for the challenge. The self portrait that isn't a chibi version. I was struggling, and in hindsight, I realize now that I've accidentally cut out most of the parts where I was struggling. That wasn't intentional, but I struggled. I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't get my head into what I was doing. Everything was very quiet, but also very loud, which is confusing, I know. And unfortunately, instead of recognizing this feeling and doing what I would usually do, which is take a break, I tried to force myself through the muck. I kept hearing someone's video or podcast or whatever, I can't remember which, where they said, in order to draw and get better, you have to draw even when you aren't motivated and aren't feeling it. It was a record on repeat. Unfortunately, I ended up extremely dissatisfied with that first mermaid. I kept finding things that I hated about it, and I was so frustrated because I've been so proud whenever I thought of finishing that particular one. I eventually did take a break and try to fix it later, but I could only do so much, which is okay. It's not terrible, and I do like it now that I'm used to seeing it, and I do admit I am my worst critic. But it did hit me. I've been struggling lately. I gave myself some time to sit and think about everything I've been dealing with lately and realized I'm exhausted mentally. I've been constantly thinking about whether or not I'm making the right decisions in regards to Toby, to Ishi, housing, finances. Every little thing has been piling and piling and piling up. And I think at some point, without realizing it, my brain just checked out. It's done. It would like a vacation, please. And unfortunately, it's taking a vacation from the things I enjoy rather than the things that are stressing me out, which is a bummer. Like, excuse me, brain, you're doing it wrong. I know a lot of folks say the first step to helping yourself is recognizing the issue, but I need a better instruction manual than that. I recognize my problem, and now I just sit here knowing this is my problem. I'm mentally exhausted, burned out, tired, but I also want to draw and tell stories and play games and keep doing the things I enjoy. It's a mini battle in my head, and I'm worried about which side's gonna win. Luckily, I've been finding ways to help myself get back into the things I enjoy while I find ways to handle the stress pushing me down. I think part of the solution has been taking Toby out for short walks again. He's rehabbing his left leg, so we can do those now. I didn't realize how much I missed walking, and I imagine it's the same for him. At least for the time being, we can walk around. He has another surgery coming up, though, so that's going to be missing soon. I've also been trying to be more honest with myself about my mental state. If I'm starting to struggle or feel overwhelmed, I acknowledge it and reach out to someone I trust. I mean, let's be real, I'm calling my parents. I get their advice or ask if I'm doing the right thing, and they're usually pretty helpful about it, and I appreciate them so much. So much. It really takes the weight off of things for me sometimes. And now I'm still struggling a little bit with some things. Like, my brain is still conked out for the most part. Each of the moments it's not, to dive into the things I really enjoy rather than fuss over problems that I can't solve. I think this might help me a bit more as time goes on. It's helped me get through this first week of Mermaid. I was really excited to see how my goldfish chibi aquarium turned out. So maybe I'm on the right track. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Um, so yeah. And if you made it this far, by the way, I definitely appreciate you hanging out. I'm gonna, shush now and let the music take over the rest of the video. If you see any particular mermaids you like, please let me know in the comments. And also, let me know if you can guess the fish that the patterns are based off of. The goldfish are based off of the pattern of the fish that the regular mermaid is. I think it's so cool. I love talking fish. Anyway, before I forget, if you deal with mental burnout or exhaustion or whatever, what do you do to get through it? Like, how are you handling it? What do you find helps? Please share. I'm curious. And that's gonna be it for me. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy the music, enjoy the fish, and bye for now.